The 1938 Vagabond with the Curtiss Aerocar trailer was not simply an unusual vehicle, but a radical statement about what long-distance road travel could become at a time when the idea of a luxury motorhome barely existed. This machine was conceived in an era when automobiles were rapidly evolving from basic transportation into symbols of status, progress, and technological ambition. Unlike later recreational vehicles designed for leisure and camping, the Vagabond was created as a rolling residence of the highest order, intended to provide comfort, dignity, and autonomy over vast distances, regardless of infrastructure limitations. At the heart of the project was a highly specialized tractor unit based on a 1938 REO cab-over-engine truck, custom-built for this exact purpose by Standard Carriage Works of Los Angeles. This was not a production line vehicle, but a bespoke engineering solution tailored to the extraordinary demands imposed by the Curtiss Aerocar trailer. The cab-over configuration reduced overall length while maximizing usable space, an important consideration given the sheer size of the trailer. The chassis was extensively reinforced, with special attention paid to torsional rigidity, axle loading, and long-term durability under continuous heavy towing conditions. One of the most unconventional and technically intriguing aspects of the Vagabond was its drivetrain layout. Rather than mounting the engine at the front, as was standard practice for heavy trucks of the 1930s, the Vagabond employed a rear-mounted power plant. This decision was driven by the need for improved weight distribution and towing stability. By shifting mass toward the rear, engineers reduced stress on the front axle and improved traction, particularly important when pulling a large, aerodynamically shaped trailer over long distances at sustained speeds. Originally, the Vagabond was powered by a rear-mounted White V12 gasoline engine rated at 212 horsepower. For the late 1930s, this was an exceptional level of output for a road-going truck, placing the Vagabond firmly in the realm of high-performance heavy vehicles. The V12 configuration was chosen not only for power, but also for smoothness. 12 cylinders allowed for exceptionally balanced operation, reducing vibration and mechanical stress, which was critical for a vehicle expected to operate continuously for thousands of miles while maintaining passenger comfort. The durability of the White V12 engine was proven over time, as it remained in service for approximately 250,000 miles, equal to 402,336 kilometers. For a gasoline-powered heavy truck engine of that era, such mileage was extraordinary and speaks volumes about both the quality of the engineering and the meticulous maintenance regime under which the vehicle was operated. This was not a vehicle driven aggressively or carelessly. It was managed as a long-term investment where reliability and smooth operation were paramount. In 1953, the Vagabond underwent a major mechanical transformation when the original gasoline engine was replaced by a Cummins diesel engine producing 300 horsepower. This upgrade reflected a broader industry shift toward diesel power for heavy-duty applications. The Cummins engine offered superior torque characteristics, improved fuel efficiency, and significantly greater longevity compared to gasoline engines of comparable output. The conversion extended the useful life of the Vagabond by decades and fundamentally changed its operating character, making it even more suitable for sustained long-distance use. The Cummins diesel engine continued to power the Vagabond until 1991, an almost unbelievable service life that underscores the robustness of both the engine and the vehicle as a whole. By the time it was retired, the Vagabond had accumulated a working history spanning more than half a century, something virtually unheard of for a custom-built vehicle of such complexity. Its retirement marked the end of an era rather than the failure of a machine. Equally important to the Vagabond's identity was the Curtiss Aerocar trailer. Designed with strong aviation influence, the Aerocar featured a streamlined aluminum body with smooth contours reminiscent of aircraft fuselages and high-speed passenger trains of the Art Deco era. Curtiss, a company deeply rooted in aviation engineering, applied aircraft construction principles to road transport, emphasizing aerodynamic efficiency, structural strength, and weight optimization. The trailer was not merely aesthetic, its shape reduced drag and contributed to greater stability at speed. Inside, the Curtiss Aerocar was a fully realized living space. Period descriptions confirm that it included sleeping quarters, lounge seating, dining facilities, storage compartments, and service areas arranged with remarkable efficiency. The interior reflected the luxury expectations of its intended users, combining craftsmanship with practicality. This was not a recreational camper, but a mobile residence designed for extended occupancy, capable of supporting long journeys without reliance on hotels or fixed accommodations. Throughout its operational life, the Vagabond and Curtiss Aerocar were used by Forest Lawn Memorial Park, where the combination served a ceremonial and transport role that demanded both reliability and dignified presentation. Its smooth operation, quiet cruising characteristics, and imposing yet elegant appearance made it ideally suited to this purpose. Over time, the vehicle became an iconic sight, symbolizing a unique intersection of engineering ambition, luxury, and institutional use. In 1998, recognizing its historical and cultural significance, the Vagabond was transferred to the Peterson Automotive Museum. There, it was preserved not merely as a curiosity, but as a landmark example of experimental vehicle design and pre-war American innovation. When the museum later sold the vehicle at auction in 2017, the Cummins engine was no longer operational, but the Vagabond remained largely intact as a rolling artifact of a bold and imaginative era. Today, the 1938 Vagabond with the Curtiss Aerocar stands alone in automotive history. It was not mass-produced, not replicated, and not followed by a direct lineage of similar vehicles. Instead, it exists as a singular experiment that anticipated the modern luxury motorhome by decades, proving that the idea of bringing one's home on the road was already being explored at the highest levels of engineering long before it became mainstream. If you value rare machines that challenged conventions and pushed the boundaries of what vehicles could be, don't forget to subscribe and stay with the channel. Stories like this remind us that the future is often imagined long before it becomes reality.